Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. The Legend of Zelda is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. I love the world, the characters, and especially the dungeons. We have had some great dungeons in the past, with some of the best being in Skyward Sword out of all games. But what if we got a Zelda game that is primarily focused on dungeons, specifically creating and sharing dungeons? But before we get into it, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Now, Zelda has already tinkered with this idea of creating your own dungeons with the remake of Link's Awakening. In this version, you were able to make little dungeons with Dampé, and this was my least favorite part in the entire game. The dungeons just felt so limited, and what you got to build out of it was just not worth it. Now, to be fair, this is a side mode in a game, so I'm not going to give it too much crap, but it is kind of a sour taste to have when there could be an eventual Dungeon Maker game in the future. And look, I love dungeons just as much as the next guy in a Zelda shirt and cargo shorts, but I really don't want a Zelda Maker in the same vein as Mario. Mario Maker just made so much sense. These levels were so imaginative, you could really create some wacky stuff, and 2D Mario games at their core is traversing these fun levels. There is nothing much outside of that, whereas Zelda is much more than just dungeons. Yeah, it's true that dungeons are a big part of the series, but if you take out the overworld and the story and the special items, you are left with isolated dungeons, and that to me does not sound fun. I love that the dungeons are a part of the story and the world of Hyrule, and that they have special items that help you in the overworld. But that's not to say that Nintendo wouldn't make a Zelda Maker anyways. Heck, they almost did. Zelda Echoes of Wisdom started out as a sort of dungeon maker at the beginning of its development. I will link the interview with the developers down below, as it is a fascinating interview that goes into more depth on the early stages of the game. But the point is that I don't think a Zelda Maker would be as successful as something like Mario Maker. They may look similar on paper, but I really don't think that a Zelda Maker is what fans want from the series. But I could be wrong on that. Everyone has their own style, and people are definitely more of the creative type than I am. But who knows, maybe if they add enough features or enough customization into this game that people can make the craziest dungeons ever made, maybe it would be worth that alone. But again, I'm just not the creative type, so I'm not really excited for something like that to be a thing. But I honestly think that Nintendo will eventually make a Zelda Dungeon Maker. It just seems like something that they would do, and they've already experimented with that in the past. So I do think that something like this will eventually release, and it's just a matter of time. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Would you want to see a Zelda Dungeon Maker in the future? Or are you like me and don't really want Nintendo to put resources into something like that, and rather a brand new Zelda game? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.